How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast, where we come together to raise our vibration, lift our perspective, and build that positive mindset. My name is Henry, and I'm so thankful to have each and every one of you here today because in this episode, we're going to take that positive shift that you've been looking for. If you want to know how to get out of the funk, shift out of the weight that's been holding you back, this is the episode for you because we're going to do just that. But before we get started, we're going to take a few moments to slow down, zero in. We're going to take some deep, healing, meditative breaths to help us align on the frequency that we want in our lives. So pick a word, be love, joy, happiness, abundance, whatever frequency you want. And we're going to take a deep breath in. And as you're breathing in, you're going to say this word over and over and over again, really charge yourself up with that energy. And then as you're holding your breath, visualize yourself doing something in that frequency. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go and take a deep breath in. And out. We're going to take another deep breath. This one's about alignment, about getting ourselves in receiving mode so that we can receive the message that we need to hear to get us in that positive energy. So just imagine that you were surrounded by the most powerful, uplifting frequency that's meant specifically for you. It could have a certain color, a certain taste, a certain smell, however you imagine it. And when you breathe it in, it's going to charge you up. It's going to break down the negativity, the blocks, the weight, everything that's just been holding you back. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take another deep breath in. And out. Well, before we get started, if there's something that you enjoy or take away from this episode, if you're on YouTube or Spotify, you can actually leave a comment below. Not only does it help me know what resonated with you, but somebody else might read your comment and might inspire them to make this podcast a part of their day. So if you leave a comment or share this with somebody, it means the absolute world to me, and I could never thank you enough. But let's dive into today's episode. So do you want to shift? Are you tired of feeling down? Are you tired of not having that energy stuck in bed, stuck in your head? Whatever it is, you want to be positive. You want to love life. You want to feel good about yourself. We're going to walk through a process that you can start applying today. It's not magic. It's not going to happen immediately, but if you stick with it, it will change the way you feel internally. You see, the world is not as it is. Your situation is not as it is. Whatever things you're facing is not as they are. They are as you are. How you describe something or how you perceive something is the indicator of your state, not its. So once you take that idea, once you start realizing that, okay, it's me that's perceiving, it's me that's receiving, it's me that's feeling, then that says it's me that can change it. It's me that can level up. It's me that can be free of this negative energy. I didn't mean for all that to rhyme, but sometimes it just does. When the flow goes, the flow goes. So how do you shift? I want you to think about a time where you're really mad. Maybe you're mad at somebody specifically. Maybe they did something that just it drives you nuts. You're so angry at them. You hate them. You can't stand them. There's no way that you have anything positive to say about them. Think about that feeling. Now imagine having to genuinely say something nice about that person, something amazing about that person, something uplifting about that person, something so great that somebody else would want to be around that person. Remember, this is the person that struck you to your core. Would you be able to say it? Would it be difficult? You might be able to say the words, but would you be able to feel it as you say it, to truly give the message of something great about that person? It can be very difficult. Well, this is true with our energy in general. It is difficult to speak out of alignment with what you truly are. So a negative person finds it easy to speak and think negatively because that's the frequency they're in. Just like a positive person can find it just as easy to speak and think in positivity because that's the frequency they're in. But what comes after the other? Meaning, do you have to be in a positive state to speak and think and receive positively? Do you have to be in a negative state to think and speak negatively? No. Now it does align, meaning as you are, you will receive by default, but you are a powerful creator. Powerful. More powerful than anything. More powerful than AI, more powerful than anything on this planet because we are not of this world, we are experiencing it. This world, this thing wouldn't exist without us. Everything in it is allowed to exist because we are the creators of it. And you have that power. So if you want to shift, remember you're an observer and a creator. You observe what you create and you create what you observe. So what do you want to do? You want to shift out of negative? Start speaking in alignment with how you want to be. Start listening in alignment with how you want to be. Start acting in alignment with where you want to be. And eventually, over time, you will become that. You cannot think, speak, and act out of alignment for very long. Eventually, if all through things are aligned, and I'm not just talking about publicly when people can see you, I mean in the dark, when people don't see you, at home, behind closed doors, that's when it matters most. That's when you prove to yourself and the universe who you truly are. If you go to your room and everyone's outside and you go to your room and you say, I'm going to go exercise, I got to do a little workout. You go in your room, close the door. You turn on some music so it sounds like you're exercising, but you lay on the bed. You come back out, everyone thinks you did a workout. You say you worked out, you're speaking about working out, you're speaking about all the gains, all the things that you want to do, but did you actually do it? No. You were out of alignment with who you can be. How often do we only do it when the right people are looking? You need to do it when the wrong people are looking. You need to do it when it's difficult to do it. You need to do it in the darkness. If you can learn to be a light in the darkness, even if it's your own darkness, you will shift. If you are down, if you can't get out of bed, start saying out loud positive things. At the top of the lungs if you can, but say them out loud. Start putting on your favorite music that uplifts you. Not your favorite music that you just vibe to, the absolute music that uplifts you, that makes you want to go. Call the person who is a positive force in your life. Start writing down positive things so you can look at them. Start watching positive motivational videos to start seeing them. When you start seeing, when you start speaking, when you start listening, when you start hearing, when you start becoming, that's when the shift happens. All of a sudden, you get out of bed. You don't want to. You want to stay in bed. But you have to act in alignment too. So you can't speak positively, you can't write positively, then act out of alignment. You have to do all of them. And as you do it, it starts moving. As you start acting as if, you start becoming. As you start becoming, the internal state starts shifting and the law of attraction starts doing its thing. Positive things start coming your way. You start seeing more good in every situation. You might start seeing more opportunities in every situation. You become what it is you spoke. You become what it is you heard. You became what it is that you acted in alignment with. That's how you change. It's not motivation. It's not some kind of hack. It's not this type of pill. It's not that. None of that. You are more powerful. And I'm not saying that there's not medication that's helpful or there's not vitamins that helpful or eating a certain way is helpful. All of those things are good if they're in alignment with who you want to become. But not one thing is more powerful than your mindset. Your mindset is powerful. There's a whole thing called the placebo effect that's only possible because of the power of the mind. Meaning you can take two people that have the same problem, tell them that you're giving them the same pill when one is real and one is fake, and people take the fake one and get the same results, if not more, than the person that took the real one. This is documented. You can actually look at this happening. The placebo effect is powerful, but it's powerful because your mind. Don't discount the value of you. You are here for a reason, and why wouldn't that reason be to provide the healing in what hurts you the most, in what pains you the most? Why wouldn't you be the one that's here to break those generational challenges? Those patterns that keep happening, why wouldn't you be the breaker of patterns? Why wouldn't you be the uplifter of the people that are in the dark that you're in? I think you are. I think you are the hero that you know deep down you can be. So speak high, listen high, act in alignment with higher self, and become the rising tide that lifts all ships. Well, thank you so much for listening. I hope this episode was impactful and gave you a positive perspective that you can apply today. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single episode, make sure you subscribe to my email list. There's a link down below. It'll keep you up to date with every single episode. And if you want to follow me on social media, there's my Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook group all down below. So I appreciate all the follows there. And if you're ready to level up, if you want to make a shift, if you want to grow, if you want to expand, consider checking out my group, Freedom Fundamentals. This is for people that want to expand in health, wealth, and happiness. We focus on all three. The foundation of it is the wealth, expanding in that money energy. We use real estate for that. And I do have a webinar every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. There's a link down below if you'd like to sign up for that. I would love to talk to you. I'd love to see you in the group and we could grow together. Well, thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.